Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Chloe and I sell things on eBay to earn a living. Today's video is just going to be a quick sales video. I think I've got 25 things to show you, like just things that I've sold throughout September. It's not the whole of September, it's about like the first half of September, and then I'll probably do another video for like the second half. I just didn't want this video to be really long. It's not everything that's sold, but I've just picked out like 25 random things. Yeah, we'll jump straight into it. I'm going to do a screen share just because I think it's a lot easier to talk through. So I'll be down there at the bottom of the screen somewhere, and then I will share my screen so you can see what I've sold. Okay, so this first item I got from Bulk Vintage, I think. Yeah, I bought a bulk lot of dresses. I think they worked out at between £4 or £5 each. They've taken quite a long time to sell. I got them at the beginning of the year. I think a lot of vintage stuff, you got to wait for the right buyer, so it can take quite a while to sell. But it did sell for £24, like eventually. But like I say, it took quite a while to sell. But with clothes, I think you can wait for quite a while with clothing anyway. But I was happy with the price. Next up is this Levi's corduroy jacket. It was brand new tags, but it had a stain on the pocket, like a black stain on the pocket. I nearly kept it myself, but I'm glad I didn't, because it did sell still for £50, even though it had a stain. I don't know if it was like oil or ink, I'm not really too sure. I didn't try and get it off myself. Like, maybe I could have got more money if I did. I just didn't want to risk ruining it more, so I just stated that it was stained and I took a picture of it. I will show you actually. There you go, you can see next to the button that it had quite a, like, it was quite a noticeable, especially with the colour of the jacket, it was quite a noticeable stain. I mean, if I was going to keep it myself, I had thought about maybe putting a pin badge on it so you wouldn't be able to see it. It would have covered it up pretty well if you put like a badge on the pocket or something. But that cost me about £3.50. It was bought like as part of wholesale, and it went for £50, so I was happy that I got that much for it, even though it had a stain on the front. Next is this Millen dress. This was also stained, however I managed to get it, like, the stain out. I think I actually stained it myself with a steamer. I think my steamer needed descaling and I got a big patch of like watermark down the front, so I had to try and get that out. I did manage to get it out, and it's actually a really pretty dress. It cost me £5 and went for £24.99. I don't think I took an offer on that one, but I also think it may have been listed for a bit more, so I don't know whether I sent out an offer. I don't know whether it shows that when you send out offers. I don't know whether it will show you on the price. Oh, this was quite a nice sale, just because it was so easy to list. It was £1, it cost me £1.50. It's a moleskin notebook, but it was Red Bull branded, and it went for £16.50 plus a £3.50 postage, so £20 all in. And it, like I say, it only cost me £1.50 from a charity shop, and it takes up no room. So, like, look at notebooks and stuff when you're going to charity shops, because we all know like Filofax and stuff like that is worth it, but there is other stuff it's worth looking at. This is a Peruvian Connection. I bought, if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I've bought off a lady twice before, who, like, a big bundle of Peruvian Connection twice. This cost me £7, I think it worked out at, and I sold that for £30. Took quite a while to sell because it was an extra small. Some of the stuff flew out like instantly. Like with Peruvian Connection, it does tend to sell quite quickly for me. It's one of my favourite brands to sell. But this one it's just the size, I think, which made it stick around a bit longer. These Armani black skinny jeans, they cost me £3.50. For some reason they say that they sold for £19.99, but I know they didn't. I know I sent out an offer of £16.99 on those, so they don't it doesn't say when I send out offers, so I'll have to try and remember on some of these. This sold for £18. This was also from bulk vintage, and this had a stain on it, which I tried really hard to get this stain out. Probably took a lot longer, like spent a lot longer than I should have done. It had a lot of interest. It was from a brand, AL Jeans of Canada, virgin wool. It was really, really nice, really heavy. And I spent, like I spent ages trying to get this stain out. It went on like a wool cycle twice in the washing machine, like a cold cycle, and it wouldn't. I couldn't get the stain out of it. It also had a little flaw in it that was not quite a hole, but almost a hole. But that cost me somewhere between £2 and £3 and sold for 18. This Bowie jumpsuit I bought from a charity shop. It's a charity shop that I think it was Scope. They have quite a lot of Bowden seconds donated to them. It was brand new with tags, and I couldn't find any kind of flaw on it anywhere, no marks on it. So I sold it as new with tags. I spent £10 on it. I can't remember if I've just said that or not. And it sold for $39.99. So, and it sold relatively quickly as well. To be fair, it's a really nice colour, especially for this time of year. It's a really nice colour. This was another one from bulk vintage. I spent around about £5 on the jumper lot that I bought. It would have been a little bit less, but there was quite a few damaged ones that weren't worth repairing, or I couldn't repair, or were too stained, so it ended up being like £5 a jumper, which was okay for some of them, not okay for others. This did sell for £14.99 eventually, but it took a while to sell. Again, it was beginning of this year that I bought the jumpers, possibly end of last year. I have got a video on my channel, so I could look back and figure it out, but I can't remember exactly. This Whistles dress I bought from either Vinted or eBay, I can't remember exactly. I know I spent £6 on it. It was a silk blend, I think. Yeah, it says in the title, silk blend, right there. I don't really think I'm going to bother with picking whistles up anymore. I mean, I don't really pick clothing up as much anymore. I kind of changed what I sell a little bit. All these solds are pretty much clothing, but I don't really like pick it up to sell as much anymore. I still have a lot of it in my shop, so I still sell a lot of it, but it's not something that I'm picking up so much anymore. It did sell for £24.99. It took a long time to sell though, like over a year. I mean, it was a size 10, so I guess it's not really a great size, but I just don't feel like Whistles really sells that quickly anymore for me. This was a bit of a mistake. I spent £3.99 on this, I think, and it only sold for £9.99. I thought I should have researched it, but I didn't. I thought that a vintage Scrabble would be worth picking up, but it wasn't. I won't pick it up again. I mean, I was lucky because it had 2 lots of tile holders. It had the wooden ones that come with it originally, and then it had some plastic ones as well, so I sold the plastic ones separately, so I squeezed a little bit more money out of it. I mean, it sold relatively quickly and it's really easy to list, but it wasn't worth it. This sea salt cardigan, this took a long time to sell. I don't even have that backdrop anymore. It didn't sell for £29.99 either. It sold for £24.99 because I sent out an offer. I spent £5 on it, so it's decent, £5 into 25, but it took quite a long time to sell. I don't know whether it was because it's a short sleeve cardigan. I'm not too sure. Oh, these Gstar jeans, not jeans, sorry, shorts. These are ones to look out for, the Rovic shorts. I don't know why that came out like that. Rovic shorts. They're ones to look out for. They're a really popular style. I don't pick up a lot of Gstar anymore at all. Like, I don't think it really sells very well. These are brand new with tags though. And I think this colourway is discontinued now. This was like a dark camo. The picture doesn't really show it very well. To be fair, these picture isn't great. It's like a really dark green camo. Brand new with tags. and they sold for £69.99 and they cost me just under £3.50. These Converse I've had for a long time. I spent £5 on these. They're like gold. They're really quite nice and they're a decent size, a size 6, but for some reason they just hung around for a long time. But £5 into 15, not brilliant, but profit is profit. Oh, this I've had forever. This I've probably had the best part of 2 years. It didn't sell for £19.99. I think it sold for £17, and I spent £7 on it. It's just hung around for ages. Again, I don't know whether it's because it's sleeveless. I'm not sure. I don't really think COS is really worth picking up for me anymore. It just doesn't sell as well as it used to, unless it's like a really decent size, or this really wasn't like a very standard COS piece, I don't think. Like, it doesn't scream COS. It's a little bit boring, but I mean, I probably could have given it a better title, to be fair. This Reformation dress came in like a big, like in like first lockdown. I bought a big bundle of stock online. It was awful, absolutely awful. It worked out like £1.50 a piece, so I probably managed to scrape my money back. This finally went for £15. Took like over a year to sell, but managed to scrape the money back. Oh, this was a good sale, and this didn't take long to sell at all. This probably took about 2 weeks to sell, if that, maybe even a week. Saytech, is that how you pronounce that? Saytech Pro Bridge, electronic bridge game. You see these a lot for like chess. Never seen bridge before, so picked it up because when we researched it, there wasn't many like available in this country. It was mainly abroad. £6 I think this cost us, and someone sent an offer for, like, someone sent me an offer of £35, and like I say, it was listed for like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks max. I didn't expect it to sell. I think I had it up for 40. There was one other sold at £40, and I thought, well, I'll put it up for 40 and hope for the best near Christmas. So I was quite happy that it sold at that price, to be fair. These vintage Jones New York, these were again from bulk vintage. They didn't go for £22.99, they went for £19.99. I sent out an offer. I think they worked out about £4. It was just like a big women's, like, I think it was a Depop mixed women's box, but I don't sell on Depop, so I used it for eBay. I wouldn't bother buying that again, because number one, I really did not enjoy listing it. I mean, the stuff was okay, and the stuff is selling. I just really didn't enjoy listing it. I just found it a bit tedious. Like, I find it easier listing branded stuff, purely because I just find it easier to list it. It's just personal preference, though. These Peruvian Connection shorts, again, this was bought from the same lady. I sent out an offer for these. These went for, I think, either £25 or £27. I can't remember exactly. I spent £7 on these as well, because like I said, they came from the same lady. They took a long time to sell though. That was the first time I bought something from her, so that was last year at some point. These Rockport boots, I did originally buy these for myself, however I never wore them. They cost me, I can't remember exactly, £5 or £6. I have got them written in the custom, like the SKU, but I don't want to click on that now because it would change the whole screen. I can't remember exactly, somewhere between £5 and £7, and they did sell for $49.99. I had loads of different offers come through, like people like offering about £30 for them, but because they were mine, I was kind of happy if they didn't sell. Even though I hadn't worn them, I was happy enough to keep them. But they're only a size 4, so they are a small size, so I was happy to get £50. This blue marine dress, this was also from bulk vintage. This went for £18. I sent out an offer. So the dresses lot, this was £4 or £5. No, No, £4. These are £4. The dresses were £4. I had lots of interest in it, but it hung around for quite a while. This sea salt dress cost £6, and it did go for the $22.99. I bought this in an air ambulance in a half price sale because they wanted £12 for it. I think there had been a new manager in my air ambulance because they were usually really reasonably priced, but all of a sudden they were asking £12 for a jersey sea salt dress that, I mean, it wasn't in absolutely amazing condition. It was in good enough condition, but it wasn't like new or anything, and they wanted £12 for it. So when it went on the half price rail, I picked it up. This Bartolini cashmere jumper was from TK Maxx and sold for £40. It cost me £15. Not like amazing margin in it, but they're all brand new with tags. I bought quite a few different coloured ones, knowing that they'd sell around this time of year. I think I bought them, when did I buy them? I mean, I've had them a while. Haven't been into TK Maxx for at least 6 months. Haven't been into TK Maxx since way before I went into hospital. It's been a long time since I've been in, so I must have bought them, God, it might have been last year, and it took a while to list them. But yeah, I bought quite a few. So 15 into 40, not like an amazing profit margin, but they're really easy to list. This Marks and Spencer's skirt, this was from one of the M&S sales like a long time ago. I've only ever been to one M&S sale because there's not an M&S near me. So when everything goes into the sale, I mean, there's one about 20-minute drive from me, but so it is near me, but we don't go there very often at all. It's not a place that we don't go to that shopping centre very often. So it's just, we don't really think about it. It cost me 89p in the sale, and it took ages to sell, like probably, oh, I don't know, like I had to retake that photo. I think I took the photo and it must have fallen off eBay, so I had to retake the photo. But yeah, anyway, 89p into $14.99, like, it's a good margin. And last but not least, because this was a really good sale, is this Peruvian Connection jumper dress that I bought off eBay, and it was on auction with a best offer, and it was, but its starting bid, sorry, was £10, and it had 1 day left, so I just sent a best offer of their starting bid and they accepted. So it cost me £13 all in, I think, and it sold for, I think I got this full $64.99 for it. It took a little while to sell, but it was a really good size, extra large Pima cotton jumper dress, so I was really pleased with that. Like, that was a really decent sale for, I mean, it cost me, like I say, it cost me about £13, so I was really pleased. So yeah, that is it. That is 25 sales that I had in the month of September. That's not all the sales I had in September. Like I say, that's probably the first half of September, and I will aim to do another video for the second half. I just didn't want this video to drag on too long. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I will try not to leave it too long before I do a video next time. I know it's been like 2 weeks, but life has been a little bit hectic. Getting used to things. If you follow me on Instagram and YouTube, then you'll know exactly what I'm going on about. Yeah, getting used to a different pace of life has been interesting, so I need to get back onto YouTube because I've kind of let it slip a little bit. So yeah, I will try and find an upload schedule and stick to it, because I am rubbish at keeping to a schedule. Thank you so much for watching, and like I said, if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my little channel out, and if you are not subscribed, please do consider it if you like this kind of content, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everybody. bye.